Title: The Final Chapter. Unabomber Ted Kaczynski checks out at 81. TLDR. The reclusive mastermind behind some of the nation's most notorious bombings, aka Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, has bid adieu to the world. Prison officials announced his demise, but the cause of death remains under wraps. Kaczynski, known for his long-standing evasion from law enforcement, spent the majority of his life in Colorado's Supermax prison since 1998, later transferred to North Carolina for better medical care. And guess what? The infamous Unabomber never really faded from the public's collective memory. One small cell, one big news. Ted Kaczynski, the name that spooked the nation as the Unabomber, has checked out for good. For the record, this dude spent a solid chunk of his life playing hide and seek with the feds, and carrying out bombings that left many of us questioning the security of our mailboxes. In the early hours of a nondescript Saturday, Kaczynski was found lifeless in his prison cell at FNC Butner in North Carolina. No points for guessing, but the officials are keeping mum about the cause of his death. Does anyone else smell a conspiracy theory brewing? Speaking of theories, let's take a little trip down memory lane. For nearly 2 decades, the FBI and the American public were hunting a ghost. A phantom whose only face was a sketch based on a witness account. Yikes. But really, do we ever question why he did what he did, or was his manifesto just too complex for us to comprehend? Kaczynski was a master at maintaining a low profile, to the point of literally living in the woods. His crimes, however, kept his name on the lips of the nation for years, long after his 1998 conviction. Transferred from Colorado's Supermax prison to North Carolina in 2021, the Unabomber was said to receive better medical treatment. Maybe the change of scene didn't do him much good after all? As we bid adieu to this infamous chapter in American history, let's not forget the victims who bore the brunt of Kaczynski's radical ideas. His death, albeit newsworthy, is a stark reminder of the destruction he caused. We can only hope that we've learned enough to avoid the repeat of such a terror-filled saga. Or have we ? As we close this chapter, it opens up a Pandora's box of questions. What made a man with a promising future choose a path of violence and destruction? Was there more to Kaczynski's story that we'll never know? And finally, can we prevent the emergence of future Unabombers? So, folks, what's your take on this? Can we learn from the past, or are we doomed to repeat it? Let the debate begin.